Hello and welcome to my report, EastMojo's daily evening news bulletin update. I'm Simran Bajaj. I'll be your host for today and giving you updates from Assam and Sikkim. We're being joined by our state correspondents. We have Chandan Pandey from Tripura, Wangamla Sally Kapai from Manipur, Medolino Ambrosia from Nagaland, and Princess Giri Rashir from Meghalaya. So let's start today's show. First of all, let's head to Meadow from Nagaland. And Meadow, can you please start off with the latest COVID-19 updates? Meadow? Meadow, can you hear me? I think there's some technical difficulty. So let's start off with Princess Giri Rashid, a correspondent from Meghalaya. So Princess, can you please start off with the COVID-19 updates?
Hi, a very good evening, Simran. Hello, Simran, am I audible to you?
Yes, Princess, you're audible. Can you give us the updates?
Yes, sure. So I'll begin off with the daily COVID-19 updates firstly. As of today, we have, once again seen a spike of COVID-19 cases here in the state. Today, again, we're seeing that 108 fresh new cases of COVID-19 has been recorded in the state. And this takes the total COVID-19 cases in the state to a total of 1,252. Now, along these cases that we're looking at, East Khasi Hills once again tops the list of, it's one of the coronavirus hit district with several cases, and in East Khasi Hills alone, you have 842 active cases. And apart from we've also seen cases also being recorded, and the recovered cases that we have seen today was a total of 75 recovered cases was recorded here in the state of Meghalaya. And as for the total deaths in the state, it has now risen to 14. Till yesterday, we had seen 13, but now it has risen to 14 because just yesterday at night, we had seen another death was recorded in the state of Meghalaya. So these are the developments concerning COVID-19 updates, Simran.
Thank you for that update, Princess. And the Secretariat of the state is to be disinfected. Can you tell us more about that?
Absolutely. This decision was made today in the review meeting by the Meghalaya government. This development comes after a few cases were detected here in Secretariat building. Six positive cases, total of 6 positive cases were detected so far. Yesterday it started off with 3, and today another 3 were detected. So the total of cases detected here at Secretariat is a total of 6, and I think we're expecting more cases to come up because the Deputy Chief Minister said that the health department will be able to give us more information by tomorrow, because contact tracing also is being carried out as of now. And due to this, the government has decided that Saturday and Sunday, the whole building of Secretariat and also the additional Secretariat will be disinfected, properly sanitized, thoroughly sanitized. So this is what they've decided. And also, and a notification has been sent out to the public, that for any work that for any visits that they wanted to make to Secretariat should not be made for this following week, that is from September 7th for this coming week. For 1 week itself, people, the citizens of the state who were planning to visit Secretariat for some personal purposes are advised not to visit Secretariat for a week. So this decision has been made during the review meeting today.
And also, Princess, another update from Meghalaya. So the tea stalls along the highways will now be allowed to open. Can you tell us more about that?
Absolutely. This is one of a major development. Once again, we're looking at this comes as a major relief for the people, in this sector who are from the business sector, like running restaurants or cafes or any kind of food stalls along the national highway. Since all these past months during this lockdown, they've seen no relief in spite of the relaxations that have been made amid this unlock 4.0. But now the government has allowed that any restaurants or food stalls along the national highway of Meghalaya, they've decided to reopen the food stalls, restaurants, with immediate effect. And the health department will come up with the standard operating procedures and also the protocols that these restaurants or these people from the sector have to adhere to strictly. Simran.
Thank you so much for that update, Princess. And now I would like to give our viewers the latest updates from Assam. So let's start off with the breaking news that Assam government has lifted the weekend lockdown, that is Saturday, Sunday lockdown in all the towns and cities which have municipalities or town committees. And they've also lifted the night curfew. This announcement has been made just half an hour, 1 hour ago by the state Chief Secretary, Kumar Sanjay Krishna, and I'm quoting him. This is his tweet that weekend lockdown and night curfew have been lifted. However, please adhere to the COVID-19 protocols to keep yourself and others around you safe. This is one of the latest news from Assam. However, this has received mixed reactions by people on social media. I'll tell you why is that. Because the number in the state is constantly increasing. To look at it, Assam, when we talk about yesterday's update, the COVID figures that has come up yesterday, Assam recorded 3,054 new cases of COVID-19 infection, and that is out of 48,846 tests done. And the positivity rate in Assam is 6.25. It has definitely fallen from the 7 point some percent, which was the day before, but 6.25 still remains as a very high rate of positivity in terms of COVID-19. And yesterday, 1,971 people were cured and discharged, and 7 people succumbed to COVID-19 related infections, COVID-19 related issues. And with that, the total tally, the COVID-19 status in the state is 1,18,333 total reported cases of COVID-19, of which 90,697 have been cured and discharged. 27,303 people remain as active COVID-19 cases. The death toll in Assam has reached to 330, and 3 people have migrated to other states. Now, when we talk about the districts, how they are faring in Assam, so yesterday the highest number of COVID-19 cases was recorded in Kamrup Metro. That's 735. Followed by Dibrugarh, which recorded 198 cases, Kachar district at 192 cases, and Hojai, which recorded 176 new cases of COVID-19 infection. That's the COVID updates, and that's as given out by the Health Minister, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma. That's the latest update from last night. And today, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, who is also the Finance and Education Minister of Assam, he held a press conference in which he has announced that the state is relaunching Swami Vivekananda Youth Empowerment Yojana, and this will benefit 2 lakh youths in the state. Under this scheme, rupees 50,000 will be given to 2 lakh selected youth and to start up business. This is to motivate and to push more entrepreneurial activities in the state. And the total budget for this scheme is rupees 1,000 crores. And this is what the state finance minister, Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma, he said that this will be spent in the next 3 months without any banking linkage. And the other details required for availing the scheme are already published on our website along with the details. You can log on to www.eastmojo.com and read the copy for other details. And in another update, as announced by the education minister, that Abhinandan Education Loan Subsidy Scheme has been relaunched. This was launched last year, but due to the COVID-19 pandemic, it could not be launched this year. And under this, students who've taken loan at any point, education loan at any point, will get a subsidy of rupees 50,000 from the state. The state already has given out this benefit to 1,545 people. They've already given out this benefit, and the state already has 5,547 approved application with it. So that's the latest updates that we have. Now let's head to our correspondent from Nagaland. So Meadow, can you please start off with the COVID-19 updates?
Yes, thank you, Simran. First of all, going to start off with the new cases that have been reported here today. So today we've seen a total of 41 new fresh cases that has been reported, and out of these, a total of 23 of them has been reported from Kohima. We've also, sorry, from Dimapur, 23 cases from Dimapur. We've seen that 17 new cases are from Kohima and one is from Pak. Um, Besides this, the new cases of COVID-19 that has been reported here in the state, we've also reported 37 fresh recovered cases, which means 37 patients, COVID-19 patients have recovered today. And in comparison to the other days in the past week, we've seen that uh, on a single day basis, the new recovered cases that have been reported here in the state today is, lower than the new cases that have been reported. That is on a single day basis. So, as per the segregation of the new cases, a total of 14 cases have been reported from the armed force personnel. 11 each are from returnees and persons through trace contacts, and 5 are from the frontline workers. So, with the addition of the new cases, our state's tally has spiked up to 4,107. And among them, the current active case is 736. And the recovered case, with the addition of the 37 new patients who recovered, the recovered cases has gone up to 3,351. Now, there are 8 COVID-19 confirmed deaths in the state, and 10 persons have also migrated. Now, besides the 8 confirmed deaths, COVID-19 deaths, the state has also reported 2 deaths where the deceased were tested positive for COVID-19, but the cause of that was not due to COVID-19. And besides this, a total of 5 deaths are now under investigation. And then the cause of that is yet to be ascertained. Simran, also since today is Friday, I'd like to give a roundup of the past 5 days, including today. We've seen that in these 5 days, beginning from Monday, a total of 185 new cases have been reported. However, like the past week, we've seen that the number of recovered cases continue to surpass the number of active cases. And in these 5 days alone, a total of 334 COVID-19 patients have recovered. However, among the new cases that have been detected, if we are to see the sector-wise segregation, we see that a majority of the cases are from a huge are from the armed forces. That's a total of 67 of them testing positive for COVID-19. And earlier, the trend was among armed forces, returnees, armed forces, and now we see that there is a rising trend among the trace contacts, where people through trace contacts are being tested positive for COVID-19. So in this past 5 days, a total of 65 of them, persons through trace contacts, which is persons outside quarantine centers, have been tested positive for COVID-19. And the number of returnees testing positive in this 5 week is in this 5 days is 34, and frontline workers, a total of 19 of them tested positive. Now, out of the total of 4,107 persons who tested positive in the state since the first cases were detected here in the state on May 25, we've seen that a total of 1,740 is from the armed forces, 1,289 are returnees, 776 are through trace contacts, and 302 are frontline workers. I'd also like to make a highlight here that on September 1, Nagaland reached the 100th day since the first cases of COVID-19 were reported here in the state. And we've seen that on the 100th day, the cases, COVID-19 positive cases has crossed the 4,000 mark, and today we are at 4,107. However, the good news is that the number of recovered cases continues to surpass the number of active cases, and the recovery rate is above 80% so far here in the state. So that's for the COVID-19 updates from Nagaland. Simran.
Thank you for that COVID-19 update, Midu. And in another news, 13 teachers will be receiving State Teachers Award in Nagaland. Can you tell us more about that?
Yes, Simran. So this year, the Teachers' Day, which is supposed to be held tomorrow, is not going to be celebrated here in the state because of the nationwide mourning of the former president, the demise of the former president. However, the state has passed on an information through the DIPR that a total of 13 teachers from the state will be receiving the award on Teachers' Day. And out of these, we've seen a mix of teachers from the government schools, from the private schools as well. And we also see that here teachers from the districts of Kohima, Monpek, Boka, Tuensang, Dimapur, Mokchung, Zinaboto, Kifiri, Longland, covering almost every district here, including the newest district that is Noklak. Teachers, 13 teachers have been selected for this award. And this year, since there will be no celebration of the statewide Teachers Day, although there is no celebration, I mean, the governor of the state, the chief minister, the advisor of school education, the NSF, and various other bodies also extended their gratitude to the teachers. Uh, the governor has said that during this extraordinary pandemic situation, it has created a lot of unprecedented challenges for the teachers, especially because teachers are now switching to online teaching, which the we are now being adjusting to a new normal. So the governor also acknowledged the efforts of the teachers. Likewise, the chief minister has also mentioned about the struggles, the challenges that is posed by COVID-19 and the role played by teachers, as there is a paradigm shift and then teachers are compelled to use new challenges, come up with new ideas of teaching as, teaching now we know learning is not just limited to the classrooms following COVID-19 pandemic. However, the chief minister has also encouraged them, to stay updated with the latest technologies and, to meet the demands of the students as well, and at the same time acknowledge the efforts of the teachers. So this is, a message coming from the governor and the chief minister. Detailed reports of these messages, also details of the names of the teachers, of the 13 teachers who will be receiving the awards, will also be live on our website soon. And like always, I request our viewers, our readers to stay tuned, and we'll be posting the detailed report soon. Simran.
Thank you so much for that update, Meadow. And in our next segment, I would like to give our viewers the latest COVID-19 updates from Sikkim. So this is as per the health bulletin issued by the Sikkim government yesterday. And yesterday, the state recorded 34 new cases of COVID-19 infection. Of these, 30 were tested positive on RT-PCR machine, 1 on TrueNAT machine, and 3 on rapid antigen testing. So that's the 34 new cases recorded in the case. And with that, the total number of active cases in the state is 430. Cured and discharged people stand at 1,304 people. Sikkim has recorded 5 deaths, and total cumulative COVID-19 tally in Sikkim stands at 1,734. And total tests conducted in the state so far is 42,331. So that's the update that we have from Sikkim. Now let's head to a correspondent from Tripura. So Chandan, can you please start off with the COVID-19 updates?
Yes, Simran, thank you. So Tripura has reported a total of 515 cases in last 24 hours. And as I've been saying, that Tripura is now testing more than 4,000 samples every day. So yesterday, Tripura has tested a total of 4,094 samples. So with this, the total number of confirmed cases in the state now stands at 13,833, with a total of 5,472 active case, while the number of recovered cases in the state now stands at 8,212, while the number of deaths in the state now stands at 129. The number of patients who migrated from the state remains at 20. So when I speak about the COVID update, we have been talking a lot about the West District. So the West District has again reported a good number of positive cases. It has reported a total of 245 positive cases, while the other district has reported, if I just give the breakup, North District has reported a total of 29 positive cases. Unakoti District has reported 24 positive cases. Dhalai has reported 66 positive cases. Ghoi has reported 37. Sipaijala has reported 38. Gomoti has reported 30, while South District has reported a total 46 positive cases. When I speak about the number of deaths that the state has registered, as I just said, the state has reported 129 COVID-related deaths. Of this total death, the West District has reported the highest number of COVID-related deaths in the last few weeks. There was a press conference called by the Law Minister Ratnalal just a while ago, where he said that the government has reviewed the overall status of West District, where a number of people have been found positive for COVID-19, which includes a group of people from over 65 years of age. And when I speak about the death in the state, three patients had expired yesterday, which includes two persons from West District and one from North District. The West District has reported more than 70 COVID-related deaths, which is the highest in the state. And the reason for this was found that a number of people did not adhere to the protocol and the SOPs given by the center and the state. Also, there was a report coming in from the secretariat. Sources also confirmed that the government had decided to issue 48 hours of lockdown, that is the weekend lockdown, which we have seen most of the state had given. Even Assam had given that weekend lockdown. Tripura government had decided to give a weekend lockdown, that is on Saturday and Sunday. However, in the press conference, Mr. Ratan Lal Nath, he has said that the government had approached the center to impose this 48-hour long curfew in AMC area, that is the Agartala Municipal Corporation area, which falls under West District, and it has a good number of population. Over 5 lakh people live in Agartala Municipal Corporation area. But the center has not accepted the proposal sent by the state cabinet, since there is also the exams for JEE mains and NET exams are going on across the nation. And in Tripura, there are about 4,000 students who are appearing in this JEE mains exam. So if the curfew is announced by the government, then a number of students would not be able to attend their exams, which since the exam centers are under Agartala Municipal Corporation. So the decision of imposing a weekend lockdown was taken back by the government for the time being, since the exams has to be conducted in the state. So this is something. And when I speak about the test per million the state is doing right now, Tripura is doing a total of 71,012 samples per million, while the fatality rate in Tripura now stands at 0.96%. The recovery rate in Tripura now stands at 61.78%. It has further reduced from 64%. And the number of positive rate in Tripura now stands at 4.69%. And when I speak about the total samples collected from Tripura, so far a total of 284,934 samples have been collected. Of this total samples collected, Tripura has tested a total of 283,879 samples has already been tested. So this is something coming out from Tripura. Also, just to add that yesterday alone, 179 people were discharged from various COVID care centers across the state. Simran.
Thank you so much for the detailed COVID-19 updates, Chandan. And in another news from Tripura, the state conducted a trial run vessel with 50 metric ton of cement through protocol route, and it started from Bangladesh. Sorry, 50 metric ton. So can you please tell us more about that?
Yes, Simran. So there has been a lot of talk about the Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Dev had informed in the month of last year. In fact, he had informed that Tripura will conduct its trade through inland waterways. That is, Tripura has Gomti River which cross across from Sipajila district, that is in Shunamura subdivision. So the government had planned that why not Tripura can trade through inland waterways when we have a river which connects with Bangladesh. So back then, Tripura Chief Minister had approached the Chief Minister had approached the Prime Minister of India and also the Prime Minister of Bangladesh, Sheikh Hasina. So the discussion was held. Even the governor was present back then. Mr. Tathagata Roy was also present. So a number of discussion was done, and finally on May 21, with the signing of an agreement between both the nation, Tripura, that is India, and Bangladesh agreed to conduct a trial run from Tripura to Bangladesh and Bangladesh to Tripura, that is through Gomti River. Also to tell you that from Shunamura to Daudkandi, it's a total of 93 kilometers long stretch. And the river that flows from Tripura, it has 5 kilometers area inside Tripura border, and after 5 years, 90-kilometer stretch will be in Bangladesh. The main problem and the concern of the government was that the stretch of the river and the length and the width of the river was very narrow, and a ship cannot enter in this river. So after that, a round of discussion was done. Chief Minister later announced that small vessel with 50 metric tons of cement would be coming to Tripura. That is, he informed through his tweet earlier last month. And recently in his tweet, he informed that first vessel with consignment started its trial run today from Munsiganj, Bangladesh for Shonamura Port, Tripura. This is what he has tweeted yesterday. So just to inform you that although the Chief Minister has announced that 50 metric tons cement would be coming in the trial run, but now our sources and report says that it's not 50 metric tons, rather it's 10 metric tons. So although we have done the copy which said that 50 metric tons would be carried from Bangladesh to Tripura, but when we try to talk with officials and people concerned in this trade, we got to know that the consignment which was supposed to be 50 metric ton, it now stands at 10 metric ton. However, official confirmation will be required to file a copy further on this. But this is something that the state have been waiting for long. With the opening of trade in inland waterways, a new route for trade and employment for the unemployed youth, and especially people who are living in the Sipajala district. It's the remote district which doesn't have that much of employment generation. And we also know that Tripura is also trying to connect with Bangladesh through Sabrum, that is through River Feni, where a bridge is being built, which will connect us with Bangladesh. If we cross the river, that will connect us with Bangladesh. So once these two routes open from Sipai Jala and from Sabrum, Tripura will be connected with Bangladesh through inland waterways and through that bridge. So just to coming back to my point where this trial run is being done. So this trial run, it is supposed to reach in Tripura tomorrow. However, some officials have said due to the inflow of water in the river and the availability of water and the depth of the water, the vessel might take a little more time. However, the officials had confirmed that the vessel will reach by Saturday, that is tomorrow. So now we have to wait if the vessel reaches in Tripura, Sonamura with that 50 metric ton cement. So this is something coming out, and I'll keep on updating to our viewers. Simran.
Thank you so much for that update, Chandan. And now let's head to our correspondent from Manipur. So, Sally, can you please start off with the COVID-19 updates from Manipur?
Thank you so much, Simran. I will have to do only the audio live report today because the current just went off. So yes, let me begin with the COVID update. Since when we do the live update yesterday, we did not get the COVID update yet. So yesterday, in yesterday's COVID details, 3 more person tested with COVID positive were, declared as COVID fatality. So like all the 3 COVID victims are the male COVID patients. They were treated at the Sisha Hospital. One was at Chinims and one at RIMS. So this was yesterday's COVID that related. But in the last 24 hours, another 3 more COVID that have been reported, one from Tobal district and 2 from Imphal East. Among the 3 COVID victims, one is a female aged 60 years old and 2 are the males aged 39 and 56. So this is the latest COVID death related from Manipur. Right now, the total fatality when it comes to COVID-19, it has already reached 35. I wanted to also mention that the first COVID death in Manipur that was reported was on July 29. So since July 29 till date, the COVID-19 death has been reported in the state right now is 35. This is the total COVID death related. Now, apart from this, in the last 24 hours, another 90 fresh cases as a COVID patient has been detected, out of which 24 are from the Central Armed Forces and 66% are from the general populations. But, just like other states and just like other northeastern states where most new cases are being detected from the locals, even in Manipur, now if the returnees from the other states coming back to the in Manipur have not been tested for COVID-19, but only those locals who do not have a travel history are now the new COVID patients in the state. So even the 66% from the general population do not have a single travel history, but they are the newest COVID patients in the state. Along with the new fresh cases, another 125 infected person with COVID-19 has been recovered. So the total recovered in the state stands at 4,899, and the total confirmed positive cases in Manipur stands at 6,699. Right now, 1,765 remain as an active cases. out of which 1,186 are from the general population and 579 are the security personnel. So these are the number who are undergoing treatment for COVID-19. The recovery rate has also increased. It has increased up to 73.13%. This is the current recovery rate for COVID-19 in the state. The 66 locals who were tested positive in the last 24 hours were reported from Imphal West with 10 new cases. Imphal East reported with 12 cases. Bishnupur has got 13 new COVID patients. Topal has got 8 more new COVID patients. Chiripam has got 3. Kakching reported with 2 cases. Tenopal reported with 15 cases, and Ukhrul district with 3 more new cases. So these are the local cases with no travel history to other states. Apart from this, since there is a lot of local transmission started happening, especially in the Imphal districts like Imphal West, Imphal East, and the Tobal district, the state have already initiated an intensive miking as part of an awareness among the people. So since September 1st, as part of an intensive awareness campaign in and around Imphal, initiated by the People's Task Force and Indian Red Cross Society of Manipur, they have already started the intensive program so that they can give out the awareness program related to the social distancing and how to contain the spread of this local transmission which are happening in the state. So yes, when it comes to COVID-19, this is the latest development from Manipur. Simran.
Thank you so much for that update, Sally. And in another news, rupees 1.15 crore was looted from an SBI bank in Manipur. Can you tell us more about that?
Sure. Yes, it's definitely a very tearing broad daylight robbery, which was reported from Churachandpur district. And according to the sources, this specific robbery incident happened somewhere around 10:30 this morning in the heart of Churachandpur town. So some unidentified armed criminals opened fire at the State Bank of India branch in Churachandpur district, and then somehow one of the one of the staff as part of the gas refilling agency for this specific SBI branch was injured, and then he was rushed to the Churachandpur district hospital, and later on the doctors at the Churachandpur district hospital referred him to take to the hospital in Imphal. So definitely the injured person was rushed down to Imphal, but unfortunately he was unable to save. So he was succumbed to the injury at Shisha Hospital. That is one of the private hospitals here in Imphal. So the victim has been identified as Mr. Arampam Ramchan. He is 35 years old, and he's part of the security plus staff of the Rider Safeguard Company. So this company is is the one who are taking care of at least 16 ATM puts in Churachandpur district, refilling the gas around the ATMs that's situated in the Churachandpur district. So unfortunately, those unidentified criminals snatch away this specific amount of rupees 1.15 crore from this victim, and then they fled away, before napping them by the police. So right now we don't have any information if the police have been traced down the specific criminal who have involved in this incident. But soon after the incident happened, police have already arrested 2 outsourced staff who were present during the time of incident, and they have already started questioning for further investigation. But as per the sources, so far, even during the investigation, no such concrete information have been revealed by these 2 individuals who has been arrested by the police. So at the moment, there is no such information about the actual criminals who were involved during on today's incidents. So this is about the the daylight robbery that happens in Churachandpur district in Manipur. Simran.
Thank you so much for that update, Sally. And with that, we come to an end for today's show. All the stories that we've discussed are already live on our website. You can log on to www.eastmojo.com and read all the stories. I would like to thank all our viewers for constantly watching us and supporting us from Monday to Friday. Don't forget, it's my report by eastmojo.com, and it's at 6 p.m. every day from Monday to Friday. And if you have any ideas or suggestions, please write to us at editor@eastmojo.com. We also have a very active fact checking team. So if you come across any piece of information that looks fishy or unauthentic, please send it across. Again, you can email us at editor@eastmojo.com or send us through Facebook. We will definitely fact check the information for you and let you know whether it's true or fake. And with that, this is Simran Bajaj signing off for the week. Please stay connected through Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube.